for my Heavenly Father, for His guidance, love, and blessings, including those that came in disguise.
Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Four Doors, A Guide to Joy, Freedom, and a Meaningful Life by Richard Paul Evans. Read by the author.
The most important story we will ever write in life is our own, not with ink, but with our choices. From my book, The Gift. Why I wrote this book. A little more than a decade ago, I was signing books in Dayton, Ohio, when one of my readers, a schoolteacher, handed me an envelope filled with money. "My students raise this for your charity for abused children," she said. Then she asked, "Is there any way you could come and thank them?" I was in Dayton for another day, so I set a time to meet her students the following afternoon. I had expected to visit with the students, thank them for their contribution, and say a few words on the importance of reading and literacy. When I arrived at the venue, I was surprised to find buses waiting outside. Unbeknownst to me, my visit to a few students had been turned into a district-wide assembly. "You have an hour to talk to the youth," the teacher said to me. As I frantically considered what I would say to this room full of students, the idea came to me to share with them everything I wished I knew when I was their age. That's precisely what I did. For the next hour I spoke from the heart, and the teens sat in complete silence. About halfway through my talk I noticed that some of the youth were crying. When I finished, the students stood to applaud, then lined up to meet me. Some of them wanted to share with me their own stories and struggles. Some of them just asked to be hugged. That afternoon was the beginning of a journey for me, one that has taken me all around the world, sharing this message with hundreds of thousands of people from remarkably diverse groups, ranging from the American Mothers, Inc., Harvard MBA graduates, and the $1 Million Roundtable, a global association of the world's top insurance agents and financial service professionals, to recovering drug addicts and convicted felons. And just like the first time I shared these principles, in each of those subsequent presentations, I have also witnessed a powerful reaction. And after every presentation, audience members have asked for a written copy of my talk so that they too could share these principles with those they care about. This book is the result of those requests. Initially, my talk didn't have a name, and I just referred to it as The Talk. It was more than 5 years after that first presentation before I began calling my talk The Four Doors. I like the metaphor of the door for two reasons. First, because passing through a door requires knowledge, intent, and action. We can't pass through a door.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?